Hi, it's Non-Gone, and today we're playing Death Stranding on the PS4. This is a speed platinum run. We're going to try and get the trophies as quickly as possible, first to last. You can use these strategies to beat my time. I encourage that all the time. Or if you don't care about time, just want a more simple, easier path to platinum, hopefully this will help as well. This is a special video. Here's the current leaderboard before we start the run. As you can see, I already have the top time. I didn't like the time on this. It's always been bugging me, so I finally decided to use one of my alts, just the Plat, and try to see if I could get this thing under 24 hours. So let's go. So this is the second video in the series. We did an intro at the beginning where we broke down the trophy list, made a route to get to the platinum and all the trophies. Now we're ready to do the actual run. The overall plan is to finish the story and get the memory chips as quick as possible, then switch to hard difficulty, 5-star all the locations, pick up some miscellaneous stuff, and then clean up at the end. I've got quite a few materials for this, about 7 pages of route notes, 21 sections in it, 21 hours and 55 minutes was my total practice run time. I've got the PSN profiles guide up on my laptop in case I need a quick reference, and a spreadsheet here with all the 500 some standard orders that's searchable, so I can look for specific locations or categories if it comes up. I got checklists for memory chips, miscellaneous trophies, time to miscellaneous deliveries. I had this table with upgrade requirements for each structure. And other than that, it's just a big bag of pizza rolls, some energy drinks, some Gatorade to hydrate, good night's sleep, and a clear schedule, and I'm ready to roll. Before we do the run, though, I do have 3 disclaimers real quick. One is the standard trained professional. This is hazardous to your health. Don't try this at home. So there you go. You've been warned. Don't do it. Number 2 is a standard spoiler alert. I can't do the video without it. So if you want to see the story on your own, make sure you do it before proceeding with this video. Again, don't do it. The third one's more specific to this run in particular. I had some space issues on my laptop, so I only got the native recording from Hartman's lab about to the end of the run. So we're gonna have to do a simulated run for the first 5 or 6 hours. I'll put up a trophy screenshot from the actual run so we can follow along with that. The video itself is gonna be pulled from various practice runs and other sources. Sometimes I'll even put in a dramatic reenactment. These are actually live pictures from our trip to Iceland last year. So I just absolutely love how much the environment reflects there. And again, I will reiterate, if you could go to Iceland at some point in your life, do so. Anyway, once we get back to Hartman's lab and move on, we'll be back to the actual run footage and be fine all the way up to the platinum. So that's all I got. I'm going to get a good night's sleep. We're going to get our Death Stranding on. Keep on keeping on. We're going to start on very easy difficulty. We're going to pick any options that limit the amount of cutscenes. You can take your time on the prologue. The clock on a speed platinum doesn't start till your first trophy, so no rush. If you pick up some lost cargo, there's some right here, you'll actually get 2 trophies instead of 1 for delivering it. So there you go, and the clock has started. I'll throw up a counter here for the trophies. 2 down, 61 to go. Chapter 1 only has 2 deliveries. One is the drugs, and that's a great time to mention that sprinting and double jumping is faster than just running, so you got that, speedrun strats. The second delivery is for taking your redacted to the redacted, but it's a good time to talk about stumble running. If you lose your balance, you get about 3 seconds of stumbling before you bite it, and you could stumble faster than you could run. So if you can stumble and save yourself with L2, R2 at the last second, you will go faster than just running. So it looks funny, but everybody's doing it. So I guess everybody funny. Now you funny too. Anyway, drop off your cargo, meet some BTs. There's a few ways to get around BTs, but only 2 that you can pick right now. Either sneak and hold your breath, or shout, "Leroy Jenkins," and blast on through. Of course, you know which way I'm going to pick. You'll come across some ladders and anchors and stuff. As soon as you touch the touchpad to like it, you'll get another trophy here. You will eventually get back home, get some cutscenes, and episode 1 is done. Chapter 2 is going to be your first proper chapter with full exploration. The main quest is really in 6 steps. It's way station, distro, fetch quest for distro, wind farm and back to Capital Knot, and then on to Port Knot, and you're done. During step 1, if you throw it on a sign, ladder, or anchor, you'll get this trophy out of the way. It is one of 10 structures, but I'm not going to put a counter up for that. We're going to get them all at the end. When you get to way station, you'll get this trophy. Step 2, just south of the way station, you'll see your first memory chip, and I will put up a counter on that because we're going to be working on these 56 all the way through the playthrough. This is also a great time to get my favorite trophy called I Couldn't Hold It In. Just switch to your original pistol and hose down the ground. You'll probably get your first like from BB as well. That's going to happen throughout the game, so we'll knock that one out as well. Step 3 is just the 2 fetch quests for the distro. The first one's getting chiral crystals. Make sure you pick up the full 100 to give him. You'll need the likes for him and also the category, so don't just cheap out and give him just one. The second one's retrieving some stuff from the mule camp uphill. Sneak through the cave in the back and make sure you get another memory chip up here on this ledge. And then sneak through the back, grab all the lost cargo as well as the required one for the same reason as the crystals. Once you turn these in, if you did a good job, you will get all 4 of these trophies right here. If you missed one and fell short, it's okay. All of them are unmissable, so you'll get them later. For now, let's go on to step 4. This is just the wind farm and back. Just take an extra pair of boots if your old ones are wearing out. Take a PCC with you from the distro. On the way up, there's a memory chip towards the top of the hill here. On the way back down is another BT field. I mostly sneak through this one. The terrain's terrible to run. At the wind farm, there's a memory chip just to the left up here by the railing. When you come back to the distro, your PCC will now have the ability to make generators. So go ahead and throw one down next to the dead trike. In this step, I also got these 3 trophies. Again, all of them are unmissable, so no big deal if you didn't. The distro is going to want you to go to Cap Knot again, but you can take your trike finally. Woo, we're using a lot of those. As soon as you see a piece of lost cargo on the way that says Luden's fan, grab it and run it right up the hill to him. He'll get on the network and he'll be ready for you post-game. Finish your delivery to Capital Knot and get ready for our first big side maneuver. So this is step 6, going to Port Knot City. I noticed in my practice run, the wind farm's always way longer to 5-star than anyone else in the region. So I put this little gambit in to get these done early, so they'll be available again post-game. Here's what you want to do. Put your trike in the garage, take it back out so it's fully charged and healed. Empty all your cargo, put 3 blood grenades and 3 blood bags in your pouch, then take the Port Knot order and put it in the saddlebags on your bike. Pick up the standard orders for way station and wind farm, put them on your back and drive to the way station. Then pick up the wind farm order there and drive to the wind farm. When you get to the kind of top of the mountain here, you can head left and ride pretty far along the edge there, and then you got to sneak down through the BTs to get there. You'll get about 400 or 500 likes for this. It only takes like 5 minutes out of your way. After that, just drive to Port Knot like you normally would. At some point during this, you're probably going to get caught by BT, so I'm going to show you my strategy for handling BT fields on a vehicle. I call it the oof, ouch, my bones strat. Basically, just try to blast past them, but if you do get caught, exit your vehicle immediately. If they drag the trike down, you'll damage all your cargo, but if you get out quick enough, it'll only drag you. Whatever's on your trike will stay on the trike undamaged. Pretty cool. As long as you're at it, and this works on foot as well, don't struggle with the guys grabbing you. Just let them throw you around a little bit, hence the oof, ouch, my bones, till this big dude called a catcher shows up. He takes about 5 grenades to kill. Doing so will completely clear the whole BT area for like 5 or 10 minutes. Awesome. Takes like 20 seconds, and way faster than sneaking through, especially on a vehicle or trying to kill each of the small guys. So there you go. The oof, ouch, my bones strat, just for you. Anyway, make sure whenever you kill a catcher that you pick up all their crystals. It's a lot of crystals. We need them for roads later. There's a memory chip under the arch at the crest of the mountain here, and then another one just before Port Knot next to this container on the left. I got these 3 trophies here. The last one you can do whenever BB starts crying, just hit L1 and down and then square to soothe her and start rocking the controller gently until she stops crying. Once you get to Port Knot, make sure you grab some more grenades before you leave. You had to fight another catcher. Grab their crystals. You'll end up here by these containers. There's another memory chip in the back on this top container. And then after that, you can finally head to the waypoint, get on the big boat, and finish chapter 2. Nice job. There we go. So this brings us to chapter 3, finally, in the main central region of the game. This one took me about 2.5 hours to get to the end of the chapter. You can do it quicker, but I'm also adding some stuff that'll help later on. So keep in mind that that's happening. Grab what you need for Lake Knot. There's a memory chip before you go upstairs in this container on the left, and then head up, make your delivery. You will get 3 main missions for Engineer, Elder, and Craftsman in that order. Pick those up. Also grab a box of metal and a box of ceramics and head out. Ignore the first road paver, head for the second. You'll catch up with some mules that you can't outrun. You'll have to punch them. Don't worry about him knocking cargo off your back. It only does like 1% damage. Hit him with your fists, with whatever cargo you can pick up, but do not hit them with the cargo you need for a delivery. Don't accidentally do that. 3 swings and it'll be destroyed. You'll fail your mission. So otherwise, take them out. Woo! I mentioned this in the intro. Putting resources frequently into road pavers is the quickest way to get to level 60 on the bridge links for Great Deliverer. We'll be doing this. It is very important that you do this if you care about time. You need a lot of likes quickly. Chiral crystals in anyone you come across, and then metals and ceramics in anything that's convenient or close to a distro center. So let's get on with the story. Go to Craftsman. He'll give you your first pair of robo legs, the power skeleton. They do make an all-terrain and a speed skeleton, you can probably get good and beat my time if you learn to use them. I like to stay bad, though, so I'll just stick with the power skeleton. Thank you very much. Head over to the Elder next. There's a memory chip at the base of the mountain in this cave to the left. He won't trust you, but you don't care, so you can go straight to the craftsman. Again, materials and pavers. Once you meet him, he'll also not trust you. Go get his tools from the BT area. There's a memory chip to the left before you go in, and you can run along the roof. Also, see how fast those green lights are going up just from a few pavers? Once he trusts you, you will get plans for the bolo gun, which is the only gun I'll ever use for mules and terrorists. Conveniently, Die Hardman wants to go into a mule camp and pick some stuff up for him, so we'll do that now. Basically, you just run in, aim, and shoot, and then walk up and kick them while they're struggling. Same as knocking them out. So do that for however many mules you need to. Get what you need to make your delivery. Get the memory chip in the tent. There's a memory chip in the tent in almost every mule and terrorist camp, so keep that in mind. And then you can steal their truck and drive it to Lake Knot. Ha ha! Suck it, mules! It'll go faster, even faster if you already got a road. So there you go. During this section, I also got real lucky and got the Any Porter in a Storm trophy. It's a quirky, weird little one. Anytime you come across a porter and have cargo that you don't need for a delivery, just walk up to them and mash the touchpad to give them likes. Set your cargo down and they will give you theirs. And once the trade is made, you get that trophy. So awesome. That's off the list. Back at Lake Knot, there's a road building tutorial mission. That's why we skipped the first paver when we were on foot. You can use the truck you just stole from the mules to carry all the materials. So run out and back and get that real quick. You can also build trikes now, so go ahead and make one. Take the main order for the distro center and the first pizza for Peter Englert. Go to his place first. As you're going south from here, look for an elevated spot of the road you built to your left with a big rock just behind it. There's a memory chip at the base of the rock. It's kind of hard to find on the map, but once you get close, you can scan it with your overdeck. Head to the distro center now. See how much of this road got built just for putting a few materials in. It's pretty cool. Also, look how far we've come on the likes already. That's why we mess with the roads, baby. You'll get a bot tutorial. You want to do that. We'll only do another one more time for the trophy. Then take the weather station delivery and enough materials to fill the paver next to the distro center. Go ahead and fill the paver. You can then ride along the riverbank until the second road paver or third one down there. And then go straight up the mountain here. No BTs, no mules, no getting stuck on the rocks. Memorize that route for sure. Again, 2,200 likes in like 10 minutes just for pavers. I wish I could get that in real life. Level 40 already. Back to business though. Take the Timefall story order, grab 1,200 special alloys and put them on your back as well. This is very important. On the way down the hill, there's a memory chip just past the weather station on the platform here. A second one along the river by this little rock, and a third one in the big building in the mule camp. You should be able to blast in from the back, run upstairs, grab it, get back on the bike, and blast out the front before they can even get over there. So, suck it, mules. Make your delivery. Look on the map. Is there a safe house nearby? If there is, go there. If there isn't, you're going to have to build one. You need a PCC and 2,400 special alloys. The farm only has 1,200 at the moment, which is why you brought the other 1,200 for the weather station. Pretty smart, huh? Regardless if you've built a safe house or find a safe house, you want to fast travel back to the distro center, and you'll be ready to start the second half of Chapter 3. My intent was to make it to the end of Chapter 3 before changing to the next video. I try to get it all in one, but I'm going to stop right here. There's still 2 main story sequences and a few extra things that I got to do that require some explanation. So we'll just call it quits. So far, we're about 2 hours and 50 minutes or so into the run. We have 21 of the 63 trophies, which is pretty good. So we're just going to conclude right here. We'll pick up next time. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video. And in the meantime, stay bad, people. Non-gone is gone.